First, about that sort of James Bond-esque flight to Croatia in May, in hindsight, considering the restrictions at Tokyo, absolutely sort of spot on from the Shooting Federation to airlift the team out of India.
Absolutely. I think that was one of the strongest decisions that has been taken by the president NRAI and NRAI in actually airlifting the team. And I remember the last week before the decision where we had kind of meetings every day with all the coaches as to what would be the best course of action. There was so many, pros and cons that were discussed. Going in so early could, make the shooters not so, not so crisp maybe by the time they are approaching Tokyo. And if we go later, then we were exposed to the virus. No bio bubble was safe in India. So there were a lot of decisions, and then a lot of the coaches had a lot of COVID scenarios in their own houses, and the shooters were under lockdown, and they didn't have ranges to train in. So there were so many things happening. But I think the one good thing is the united decision of the coaches and the full-on support from the shooters that we cannot have our 4 years or 10 years or 20 years of our shooting, training, go down the drain. We need to work hard and let's do it. So It was a very strong united decision, and the NRAI was all out in this and in supporting us. And really, I think the team in one day, the team had to get ready and pack for 3 months, I think. And in 1 week or 10 days, we were out of the country. So that was really quick. And I think for us, it was the need of the hour.
Okay. Rahi, you also tested positive for COVID in April. And so did many of your other teammates as well. How difficult has it been getting back to full fitness, knowing that it was sort of a race against time?
Yeah, it was really difficult, because when I tested positive after negative after 2 weeks, but my body was drained out totally, and I was thinking, this time is not enough for me to get back. Maybe I really was clueless that what is going to happen with my performance and how am I going to come back on the track, because I still remember I couldn't even train for an hour after I started training, after my negative report. So it was really difficult. Because I had all the symptoms. I mean, the smell and taste loss, temperature, loss of breath, maybe some low SpO2 for a few days, and almost everything I had. So yeah, it was pretty difficult. But being here is really good decision. And of course, after the performance, I can definitely say that I am back on the track.
Finally. Ask you about that performance, because I want to ask you about the mood after winning that World Cup gold. Obviously, great moment, but your focus is on doing well 4 weeks later. How do you sort of push it out of your mind and just concentrate on what's out there in a couple of weeks?
This competition in OCEC wasn't my goal for performance at all. It was more about trying out many things for the last time before Tokyo, because we were out of competition for more than a year, and for the first time, we had this kind of a period where we were out of competition zone, focus. And the few competitions we got since October, maybe within India or maybe here in OCEC, maybe here in Zagreb with the national championship also, National Championship of Croatia, I participated as extra shooter as well. So these small competitions were there, but the real competition gives you that, nervousness and that anxiety under which you need to perform at the main competition. So this was, I felt, the last chance where I can try and give my best technically, not as a performance. But that, turn out into a goal, but absolutely that they will not change anything in my plan. That will not give me any overconfidence. I will still I will prepare my whatever my plan was. I will continue that is not going to change anything apart from giving me the confidence that whatever I'm doing is I'm right on the track.
Yes, that's good to hear. That's good to hear. And Apurvi, let's get you in because there is already the pressure of performing at the Olympic Games, and now you also have the pressure of sort of staying healthy first at the camp, and then while flying into Tokyo, and also during your stay there as well. Now, as competing Olympians, how difficult is it for all of you all?
It's definitely a new challenge for all of us because me and Ragi have both been Olympians, and this Olympics is going to be very different from the previous one. We're sort of having interactions with Sai, and we're getting updated on what the health protocols are going to be going out there. You know, we have to like track our health every day. We've started doing that already, you know, checking our temperature once we're at the range, and all of that is being monitored going forward. So a lot of things are different. You know, going out there also we'll come to know what the new challenges we're going to face out there. So yeah, just prepared mentally. All of us are prepared mentally to, you know, just go with the flow and give our best out there.